gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has bars and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat, use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Punch it out of the air. Hard running there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Manning. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. With the catch, it's Brown. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking for room. It's Washington. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Anthony. Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look, to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
To the air, it's Manning. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Back to throw, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Looking to scramble. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead. Yeah,
the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays. You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Hey, how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
To throw, it's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling right and going deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, Texas, 21.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man,
Running free. just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Finds his tight end.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
there he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the heat. Complete. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Washington. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
To advance on the football. Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking for space to the left. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Anthony. Got a little space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. Touchdown, some open space and turned on the Jets. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
On the direct snap, it's Anthony. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Wants to return it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Anthony. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw, it's Green. He caught it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Anthony. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Touchdown, Arkansas. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give on the option. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He throws one to the left. He's got it for a big play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just